Okay guys, this is what I got for today. I don't have my goggles on, so I don't have the camera mounted to my head, so I only got one hand. So, this is what I'm putting in today. Yes, NRG, everything. Hub, so one hand is going to kill me. Short hub, yes, everything is NRG. And quick release. One thing I already did, this Allen screw right here, I took it out, so that way the knob on the top, I don't have to press it. So as you can see it's down there. When I turn it back up, it's not there anymore. That's so I don't lose that, so I don't put it in a drawer somewhere and say, oops, I don't know where I put it. But I put the spring in the box. I could find the spring, or if the spring is lost, I'll just use another spring. Just put the screw back in there. So I'm going to try and install this today and try to make a working horn. I'll see. So first things first, disconnect your battery. For me to disconnect it, I got to take my box out and get to my battery at the bottom. Yes, I relocated my battery. If you check some of my videos out, I did do that. And I could put this helmet on and attach it up there and record the stuff, but that'll be a little too much, I think, to have that helmet on in this type of weather. Ow! This door hook always gets me. That hurts. Disconnect stuff. Disconnect my subs. Fuse, I always take out. Leave it there. And get my box. So, hang on for the ride. You always gotta have some smell good in your car. And here we are. So I am going to disconnect. What should I disconnect? This is my positive. Then I'll take off the fuse. Nope, this is not the regular fuse that I normally disconnect. So I'll have to take out the battery terminal. Didn't want to do that, but got to. So I'll be back with my tools. Okay, and off you come. No more power to the vehicle, and that's that. It's not gonna move. Yes, I know I should took off the negative, but I got a lot of other stuff that's working off negative, and I don't know which one I plugged in. And I'd rather take off that. Yes, I'm the type of person I always put my tools back even though I know I'm going to use it again. Kind of backwards, kind of like, but anyway. So, to make sure everything is off, I normally put my key in, turn the ignition on, make sure everything is dead, crank it a couple times. Nothing's coming on, nothing's beeping. So, alright. Key out. And you want to take these screws out. It's not that easy to see. One, two, and then 3 and 4. This might be a 5th one here,
Or it might just be 3. 1, 2, and 3. But I'll figure it out. I haven't taken this thing out in a while. Yeah, it's only 3. So take that out, pop this off, and take the whole steering column off, as well as the airbag. These right here come out. You pop these out with a flathead screwdriver. They're hex bolts behind there, or hex screws behind here. So you pop those off and you get the airbag off. Okay, so I took off the airbag. The black, this red wire connects to that right there, and obviously the yellow connects to the yellow. You pull the handle towards you, and that's how it opens out. So it'll be like this, so you pull the handle, well, it'll be like this, plugged in, and you pull the handle like this towards you, and it pops right out. And then you gently put the air back to the side. Don't blow on it, or else it go poof. No, I'm joking. But yeah, make sure that doesn't go poof on you, because I'm not responsible for that. And to take out the Allen keys on the sides, which was not the Allen keys, but the hex screws, there's one here and one here from the outside, as I said, when you remove the panels. It was a T27 to take it out. And then you take out the rest. You take out the clock mechanism and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do that next. And obviously take this off. What I do, I turn the steering wheel all the way till it's done, and I mark where up is. I know where up is, and I work with that. Well, I kind of turn the wheel back when I take the nut out. So to take the nut out, I turn it all the way to the left, because that's the way you'll have to turn the bolt to take it out. So I do that, unlock it, or break the nut loose, and then turn it all the way back to straight, and then work with it from there. When I'm putting it back together, I put everything down, snug it down a little bit, turn it all the way to the right, and then tighten it down with the nut. Yeah, so I took the nut off, and to take the steering wheel off is sometimes a little hard. So you bang on the top of the steering wheel, bang on the sides, both sides and the bottom. Keep banging till you see the steering wheel wiggles a little bit, and then you pull it off. Now I'm going to take the screws out, because it's easier without the steering wheel in my way. So I'm going to take all 3 of them off, and then I'll come back and take the clock mechanism off. This is for the airbag SRS system, as you can see. Okay, so I took the screws out, all 3 of them. Yes, it was the 3, 1, 2, and 3 in the middle. So you pop this down. Yeah, one hand is not really that good. There we go, that's one panel. And then the top panel. There we go. That's 2. You will be putting that back on. You take off the clock mechanism, which will be these 3 screws. I always try to leave the top one on and take off the rest. So I just continue taking these off. Next one. Not like my SRS system was working anyway. I guess the ribbons inside, well, I did repair it one time, so I know the ribbons inside are bad. I even took another clock spring from the junkyard that this one was messed up too, but I used the ribbon and lengthened it a little bit longer and soldered all of it back together, and at some point in time it still broke off. So here we go. We take this off and we unplug all these wires. Well, whichever one could be unplugged. It has to be unplugged from the bottom, but this one could be unplugged from here. This is the horn. This blue and yellow is the horn, so that could be unplugged. The SRS is the other one, so you have to take this, strip them apart to take this whole thing off. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, it was kind of difficult. Probably can't see under there that well, but there's a clip, a plastic clip. Let's see if I can see from here. But no, I can't. Okay, it's down here. There's a plastic clip the SRS plug-in in place, and you have to pull that out. So it's kind of difficult to pull it out. That's why I needed two hands. I couldn't have the camera and do it at the same time. So here's up there. Gotta take that out. And then the horn, it's right next to it. But you don't need to take the horn out. You just need to take the harness out. The horn harness from the clock mechanism, because it's wrapped around all the way down to the plug with a lot of electrical tape. So take that out, and then you set the SRS clock to the side. And now we're gonna install now we're gonna install the stuff. We'll start with the short hub and stuff first. So let's go ahead and do that, and do piece by piece, and I'll let you know what I'm doing. Okay, if I've seen it, I will honestly say I saw it, but I have not seen this, so I'm just trying it. Right here is the wire for the horn. I put a piece of wire inside of it, a piece of metal wire inside of it. The screw that I took the clock out from is 1, 2, and it had 3 screws. So I turned the wire around one screw, screwed it in, bend it. It has to be a nice firm wire. I bend the wire and I put it in. Let me get a little light so you can see. Okay, so I bent the wire in a little S-shaped stuff. If it's like just like a half a circle or something like that, like a C, it might be easy to bend. I'm not sure, but I'm trying, and I don't want to go back there. So as you can see, the wire is coming from there. It's making like this curl. It's kind of close. The focus is not that good, but there we go. It's a little curl, and it comes back down to the bottom. Screwed it down to the bottom there, and stuck it in to where the wire is coming up. So that's obviously the power wire. So the power wire is going to be this one right here. Sorry about the light. It's going to be this one right here for the power wire, and obviously this one is ground because the nut is on it. So that's grounded already. So this is ground, this is positive. So I'm going to finish up here, put the panel back on, the top and the bottom, screw it back in together, and let's see what if it works or not when I put the battery back on. The washer and that C-ring clamp in there. See like that little slit in it? Well, you gotta squeeze it and stick it in there. Okay, this is something I needed my head camera for. This part here is a pain to get it in. The wires, plus the washer. They give you 2 washers. I failed to mention that one. I don't know if you could see it. There's one right here. There's one washer there that you put over, and it has specific holes. You could turn it and match the holes up to these, and that's in there. There's another one here. If you could see it, there's a gray ring that's going around. It's another washer. Okay. Alright, and yeah, you have to stuff the wires in there from the horn. Every time you install something, you'll notice there's a dot. Even though the name might be, right side up, that will actually tell you that this is the way up. But there's actually a dot. There's a dot right there, and there's a dot in here behind the quick release. Now here's a test. As you can see, my battery's on. I did test it. I did put it on to find out if it will still do that. And alright. There it is. No more beep. And there we go. So now I could turn and do whatever I want to do and still have a working horn. So that's it. Thanks for watching.